What up, fellas? What up, fellas? Clash the podcast. Charles Brown in the building. Right behind me is my man, Country Buck.
Country.
Let me get out of the way. He is our special guest tonight, all the way from Alabama. Yeah. So if you're from Alabama, you already know who Buck is. We appreciate him coming a long way to chill with us. We've been having a wild night. It's been crazy, right, TJ?
Yes, sir.
We've been having mad little glitches and all this and that. I don't know. You know how they say it'd be like a crazy moon. I think we in a crazy moon right now. I forgot my homegirl. She be saying it's I forgot what it's called. Nah, but it's called something. But we here. We gonna do this. That's what it is. Mercury's in retrograde, and you know what Mercury in retrograde does? It messes with technology.
Oh shoot! Breaking news: Coolio passed away.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Damn, we live too.
Breaking
I was
news.
about to talk about the screwball. But go ahead.
Wow.
Breaking news. What happened?
Hold up, fellas.
CJ just sent me a text saying Coolio passed away. Somebody gotta look that up. This is hot off the
Yeah.
presses. Breaking
And we
news.
live. We live right now too. Yeah.
We recording right now. Clash the
Coolio.
podcast. We want to say, if it's true, rest in peace to Coolio.
Look it up.
Let me go on my social media.
Wow.
This happens sometimes. Things happen. And let me go on my social media and make sure that this is real. But,
Nah, CJ's tuned in. I can say that. much.
yeah, it did. It's right there, front
Yo.
page. Coolio
Wow.
has passed away. We are losing the greats
Damn.
at an all-time high.
18 minutes
18
ago he
minutes
died.
ago, posted?
No. It was reported.
Damn, that's
So,
crazy.
R.I.P.
Gangsta
Coolio.
Paradise.
Gangster Paradise to the great Coolio. I didn't even get finished my introduction, man. Rest in peace to Coolio. We're going to talk about that.
Yes.
We're going to get into that.
And don't forget the hurricane peoples.
The hurricane people down in Florida. We're going to pray for y'all. We hope you guys are safe. We hope you guys, please put your locations on so when you mark yourself safe so that your loved ones will know where you are, things of that nature. Yeah, man, let me finish my introductions. Over here is Fliz, right there. Artist named Fliz. Over here, Dante Martin,
Salute.
TJ Soares.
Salute.
We going to have a great show. I apologize right now to my co-host because we've been bugging. Like I had him here for at least a good hour and a half. But we're gonna knock this out real quick and make it really special this time. Clash the Podcast, we are a rap show, and we like to discuss rap-related issues such as the passing of the great Coolio. I can't wait to hear all of the great things that come out about this man. You know, when people pass, a lot of good stories come out, and we like to celebrate the artists and the legends in their field. But let me get into this story real quick. This gonna be something that is another hot off the presses. PNB Rock, right? The artist that was murdered about 2 weeks ago, PNB Rock. The reports are out that his killers have been apprehended. They're saying that the father and son duo, Freddie Lee Trone, I believe his name is, his 17-year-old son were in the parking lot of the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, and they allegedly saw PNB Rock and his wife enter the building, and
That was his wife or girlfriend?
I mean his girlfriend, and they decided to take his jewelry. One thing led to another, and I believe that the son went in with only the intent to rob him. It was not a hit like a lot of people were trying to say.
Wait, so it was just the son that went in there?
The son just went in. The dad was the getaway driver. So allegedly, I gotta say, allegedly is very important because they have not been charged with anything yet. The son was apprehended, and the father is on the run. He's a person of interest. So I can't say what they did and what they did not do. This is allegedly. This is based on reports from different social media. Vlog sites such as Vlad TV, and the LAPD has released a little information. So allegedly,
There was a female that got arrested too.
and allegedly there was a female arrested as well, along with the
She got the same last name.
same last name as the father and son. So I believe that they waited for him. There was not a location issue. I don't believe that the location that the girl posted had anything to do with the father and son going into the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles and robbing PNB Rock and taking his life. I really believe, like I said on one of my videos on my YouTube channel, that Maybach drew that attention. They saw that Maybach in that hood. That Maybach don't belong there. That's food. They don't know the guy driving it. Every hood know who drive what. So you see a Maybach in there, that ain't from there.
Yo, that shit was clean too.
Yeah, and they went to the most gangsterist, from what I'm hearing.
Everybody.
Yeah, every gangster in LA know that spot ain't to be played with.
South Central.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Because I was watching, I think it was MC8.
Yeah.
And he was saying about how they used to have meetings over there back in the day, and he already knew what it was.
Yeah, he knew you can get into something, and he knew he was young then, though. He said he wouldn't go there right now.
Yeah.
And he don't know why PNB Rock was over there with all that jewelry on.
He
So
didn't listen to Ice Cube. How to survive in South Central.
facts. I think though PNB it was ego, bro.
Yes.
Ego, and the more I learned about it, because I really didn't know much about him. But when I went and I started following what he was doing before he passed, and he was a rapper that had kind of fell off, and a lot of rappers wasn't rocking with him, so he was really trying to get his shine back up. And his shine was very dependent on his image and that jewelry that he had. So it was very important. Go ahead, Dante.
Are you sure his daughter was with him?
I read that several times. I don't know 100%.
You know why I had to ask that question? Because that information, I think when he brought his daughter there, he thought he was protected.
Protected by who? If he was just them?
The kids.
Yeah, I get it.
I see what you're saying.
And even if I think it was, because I watched interviews with him where he said he almost got robbed 2 times before.
Correct.
And he outsmarted him.
Yep.
And he said, I see you coming. You can't catch me. I'm too smart for that. I'm from the same places you from. I used to do the same things you doing. So he was basically saying, I can't get got. I'm going to see it before it happened. But what he didn't see is everything, when it's your time, it's your time. And when you don't respond right, you know what I'm saying?
Preach.
In my opinion, if you don't respond right, it's going to be your time. And so we all got a time, but I believe sometimes you accelerated by doing something that you shouldn't have done.
Correct.
And a lot of the moves that PNB made, starting on people online, he got into a couple arguments with people online, couple death threats and this and that, telling people, come and get the jewelry off me if you can, and going to this place with no protection, no squad, no team, no weapon, nothing.
So it's sort of like a na.
Exactly. And then on top of all of that, I can't think of a person that wouldn't have gotten robbed in that situation if they were alone with all that jewelry on their neck. Right?
Like so what's wrong with having security? You think he couldn't afford the security? I think we talked about this before.
I think that he didn't want it. I think he thought he was good.
Street cred. That's why I say with the daughter, because like, listen, based on what Charles said earlier, I'm going by the facts and the logic. Based on what he said earlier, he said that nobody was rocking with him. So you know what he would have did if he got away with what he was doing? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I went to South Central, the hardest of the hardest.
And use that for marketing.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, you got your if so. But either way, you got your lady, you got the baby. Like, why wouldn't you have a security, at least one security with you?
But again, y'all fathers, all of y'all fathers with me, right? When you have your child with you, even though I know y'all very protective, would you ever think that
I'm still gonna have security?
No,
in a situation like
no,
that,
no,
I'm definitely gonna have security.
No. I understand what you're saying.
And I probably have more than one.
Would you be thinking something's gonna pop off?
I know where Dante going with it.
Yeah.
You know
You're
what?
not thinking about it.
Y'all wouldn't do me
right
here whenever with my children.
Facts.
With Scarface will say, I'm not killing the
Yeah.
But not everybody's like that. It's different nowadays.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's
people are
different.
disrespectful now.
Yeah, it's a different era. Go ahead, let's talk.
I'll say, if I was an artist, let's put it this way: when you're an artist, especially in the hip hop genre, and you're popular, you got jewels. It don't matter who you're with, you're a target if you don't have protection. It's like you can have an infant in your hand. If the infant got jewels, they're taking that too.
Yeah.
You're like, goddamn shit, baby. You know what I mean? It would be like
facts, though.
Nah, for real. They'll rob you.
So what's wrong with having security? That's what I'm saying.
Like, so I mean, to me, honestly, like, if I was in the public eye, I'm having all kinds of security with me.
Thank you.
I was like, straight up.
I got no
You
problem
see
with that.
Remember when Kanye first, Kim first had his first baby?
Mhm.
He bought the bulletproof SUVs for his family. Like,
Yeah.
my kids ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, because they shooting. That'd be me if I had Kanye money and I'm Kanye.
And you know what's
big,
crazy?
I'm having bulletproof cars.
Everything.
My kids having security. Look, you think like, not to keep bringing that
50
up,
50 had the whole G unit with bulletproof
yo,
everything.
I'm for real. I'm like, you ain't touching my family. And when you become a parent, you like kill me first, please. That's serious. Like, I know I'm gonna die for my kids.
Yeah, of course.
Straight up, like, nope, you ain't getting to my kids.
I get it what Dante's trying to say.
I get what he's saying too.
Yeah.
What he's trying to say is street code. Back in the day, you're not going to hit a person with a kid.
Yeah.
And that's what he's saying. He's saying PNB might have felt he was protected by having a baby with him. But the problem with that is the dude didn't go in there to kill him.
Right.
So
agree.
everything.
So it was not.
Their plan went.
Yeah.
Left.
He didn't go in there to kill him. He went in there to rob him. PNB was like, nah.
He probably figured
So,
it was a young boy too.
He
might have
probably
figured it was a young boy
looked
that-
them up and down like this. I'm not getting robbed by no young dude.
boy, like, I'm about to
They're not
smack
gonna be
you, you know
wearing
what
my
I'm saying?
chain all up on Twitter and yeah. So
He said, you have mine.
you gotta think in his mind. This what his mind thinking. This dude take the chain off my neck. Before I even leave here, they already talking about it on Instagram. He gonna put it up online. Then somebody like Chikashi 6ix9ine that I'm beefing with gonna start clowning, and then it's gonna be everybody clowning me, and they gonna be having my jewelry all up through the hood, and I'm gonna be even worse than I am right now.
Hey, Charles.
He said they wasn't get. Hold on, you gonna say something logical? I'm telling you about a guy who not thinking logical. None of that stuff is logical. He's thinking like they gonna be getting at me.
How old was PNB Rock?
Oh man, good question. I forgot. I think he was 31.
Nah, you know what?
Oh, he's
No. Let me look it up.
Yo, you know what question?
get through?
You know what question I was gonna ask? I mean, you know what I was gonna say? He didn't learn from Youngberg. Youngberg gave it up. Look at him right now.
That's just what I was talking about today. Youngberg got robbed. Youngberg making more money today than he
Yes.
was back then, because he
Yes.
was back then he was a rapper. Now he producing. He making some of the biggest records in the world.
Yes.
Eating crazy. 2 Chainz got robbed. Gave his chains up.
He was 30.
PNB Rock was 30 years old. 2 Chainz got robbed. Gave up his chains and said they won't get me again. They never got him again. But he lived to tell the story. 2 Chainz got robbed about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, wasn't that the live joint?
I believe he was in the airport. He was going through the airport or something. Something happened and 2 Chainz got robbed. Something like that. Something about he was going to the airport. At the airport, something happened. They robbed him. I don't know how they got him, but they got him. They got the drop on him. He gave it up. He said, yeah, it made him, it hurt your pride, but you live to fight another day. This what these dudes not living for, bro. What it is you got to understand that your life goes on. That embarrassment is temporary. And I get it that a lot of people, ego won't let them feel like they caught an L, right? But catch the L, bro. In the streets, they understand you got me. Back in the day, dudes ran up on you, they got the drop. All they trying to do is rob you. Give it to them. Just give it to them. Most of the dudes that get shot was the ones that fought, right? Now, I get it. Pride is a lot. That chain is a lot. Somebody taking something off your body, that's really hard for a real man to swallow. And in certain situations, you really going to go ahead and fight, and it's worth
all
it.
that's part of the game.
It's part of the game.
It's part of the game. You know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta realize once you put on like thousands of dollars in jewels on your neck, you're wearing like a year's worth of car note for some people.
Yeah. So it's like hey, yo, you know what's crazy? Cause like Dave East, I was listening to a Dave East interview. He's like he don't go back to the hood with crazy jewelry on. He might have something light on, but nothing crazy to make niggas feel like like he's trying to stun on us. You know what I mean? So it's like basically like he's not going to the hood heavy, and he could.
Like there's no reason
But,
to go there
yeah.
with jewelry on.
What want to do it for?
Like yo, like come on, like rest in peace to the dead. Rest in for real, but I mean like I I be one of them dudes that academics talking about. He came here all dusty.
So to play devil's advocate though, we older, right? We gentlemen, right? Some of us have been out there when we was younger. Some of us had our moments, right? AKA nigga moments, where we done something that surely could have ended our situation, and we could not be here. I got a lot of them where it could have ended my situation. You know what I'm saying? But as you get older, you start to see, and when you 30, right? This guy was 30,
But he's a young 30 who's educated.
and when you in the public eye,
That's just off the rip. Like once you're in the public eye, a lot of things that you used to do, you can't do no more. That's just
Facts.
point blank. That's like why you still gonna be who's gonna go stand on the corner? You know what I'm saying? Like you
Facts.
say, or who's still gonna be busting moves? Like bro, you're on TV. They're gonna be like, yo, I just copped this off for so and so. Like you know what I mean?
Listen. Yo, if you listen to this whole story, listen, I lived in Philly, so I know how Philly is. I don't know if he was from North, South, whatever. I lived in Philly. Philly and California are two different animals.
Facts.
So for him to go take a Maybach in the heart of the hood, where LA dudes is like, we don't go there unless we have a reason to go there. He had intentions that he didn't think was going to turn out to be so bad.
facts.
So I don't know what his intentions was, but as you can see, my favorite word is what? Attentionated. People trying to get attention. Like the applause. But, the whole thing about it is, when you taking a Maybach, jewels, wife, kids, you're not thinking like, yo, people gonna touch me, and even if I get touched, because like again, you had to feel some kind of confidence, arrogance, something had to come about you to feel like, yo, I could go do that. Even in my own hometown, I lived in every hood you know of, and I still watch how I maneuver when I go through certain hoods. I watch. So when you go into somebody else's area that you don't know, and you going out like there like that, you didn't think that the results was gonna be the results, but you should be anticipating these might not end well.
Facts.
You gotta anticipate that.
Yeah. But the crazy thing is, the whole situation is just off of random. They seen him pull up.
Yeah. Which is
That's
what?
that's typical hood shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
no,
oh,
no more, no less.
Like they in our hood.
No more, no less.
That?
How
Like,
many people see? How many people see the Maybach in their life?
Yeah.
That type of one too.
It was
They're like,
arrogance,
oh,
bro.
that's homeboy.
Respect,
You know what I'm saying? That's how they looked at. Like, oh, that's who that is. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I told you, man, I stayed out there in 91 and 92.
And
All right.
Cali.
Yeah, in Watts.
Yeah, you was
So,
telling
man,
me that. Yeah, yeah.
You go down there, you walk down the street. I had a Buffalo Bills coat. Thinking to myself, I'm from Alabama. You know, I don't know no better. I'm 11, 12 years old. Every street I'm going, I gotta flip my coat back to red or flip it back to blue. When I got the great
When you was
street.
12?
No, when I was 12, I had my starters bumping them, the big starters bumping.
Yeah, Sparta.
All right.
I had
Yeah.
a Buffalo. The blue was over on the outside, the red was on the inside. So every street I had to go, I had to flip it back over. Even like my little friend was like, man, you go to this street, I have to flip
You
it
do
back
that
over.
at 12?
At 12.
Well, they was telling him.
They were telling
They
him.
was telling me. I had to
He's
do
with
that.
his homeboys.
If I want to go there, I got the Great Street. He said, you got to flip it over to the red. Take me back to my auntie house and I threw it in the garbage.
That's what I was thinking.
Next time I put it back on, I'm getting on the plane. Man, I know it's
Facts.
respect out there.
Facts. Facts. Country Buck in the building. Country Buck got a new video too. I'm gonna play that in a minute. I'm gonna play that in a
Sang
minute.
Crazy next to me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thanks to my compadres over here.
Yeah.
Cinnamon and sugar.
Yo, but you gonna cut that shit out, bro.
Y'all sound sweet as
You
hell.
gonna cut that shit out, bro.
Ah.
Definitely, man, all y'all, man, definitely inspiring.
Facts. Facts.